is rode by the guy on a horse, and all he does is scream, "The plague!" All right, man. All right, bud.
Cool.
Don't touch me.
Great
Good for
story.
you, buddy.
Yes?
Who's are you?
Griffin do that to her?
Selena. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong... No,
If you give her a what, Geralt? If you give her
I
Swallow?
understand.
Excuse me?
Do as you will.
Interesting.
Run that by me one more time, Geralt.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
No.
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there. How many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other.
Oh.
I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslath. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch.
Darn.
I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Sad.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement.
Oof.
The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Oh, I know. I actually know the
Lots of
story.
misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village.
I've read the Witcher
Even the
books.
smallest.
The game, at least, not the actual
Need only
books.
ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here.
Actually, might buy the
a
real
bit of
books though.
solace. Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster
Wow,
metabolism.
this is possibly the worst
Affects
way
my
I've
blood
ever
glucose for a
seen
few days.
to select
I did
what
choose this in the end.
my address is.
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
Send me a screenshot.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn. Yes?
Got an...
I'm sure I'll find something.
350 XP. Thank you.
Farewell.
350 XP. That's just nuts. I go into her garden and steal everything.
You, Mislav? Hear that? No. Wild dogs. Yes.
Wild
Dangerous
dogs.
than wolves.
Arctic wondering how to take Boar's comment about bulking.
I don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
Because it refers to
No,
it look
but I
like
guess
I
you'll
work
have to tell
out,
me.
but I also look like I'm in a calorie
Hunt to fill their bellies.
positive,
Wild dogs kill for sport.
Right.
Just
which
like
isn't too
humans.
much of an insult.
They've learned much from us. Why not?
Because that means, you know,
cruelty too?
I look like I work out.
I'm hunting bigger game.
also look like I eat
Nilfgaardians
way
the
too
Griffin
much,
Guild.
which is fair.
Where'd you find
Which
that?
is fair.
Ah, I see.
I'm sure he meant it in the nicest way possible.
Monster slayer
I know,
he's
I'm not
talking
upset
about
by it at all.
before.
It's true, I do look like I bulk. It does look like I'm on a bulk. I'm trying.
I
I'm
was
trying to do a low
Like-
cap.
Gotta
Trying
kill
to do a
those mutts
deficit.
before they hurt someone.
when I saw you when we got here, I was a little like, whoa, I don't remember you looking like that.
What? Like what?
Just like as bulky as you are.
Oh yeah. Do I look like I can kick ass?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Griffin's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I was like very lean last time you saw me. I almost had like
Careful now.
an outline of my abs.
These dogs been
Yeah.
a problem for a while now.
Since the war started.
I do prefer that
what I
look,
would've
like mid-muscle, but more lean, instead of like the way I look like right now. Right now I look like I'm freaking training for strong, man. Not a good thing.
Too late. Attacked another one.
Not much you can do about it right now, though, other than eat less.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if I went on a calories episode, it wouldn't be too bad. I think I need to eat like 2,300, something like that. I think it's your weight times 10 is how many calories you should have if you're going for a deficit, if you're cutting.
Really?
Yeah. And then if you're bulking, it's your weight times 17.
I have never heard that.
Yeah, try it out. But that, by the way, that calorie deficit is not like, oh, you just chill around and not do anything. Like you have to work out
Right.
like 3 to 4 times a week.
Where the Black Army's
Right.
encamped now.
Yeah.
Which I'm planning on doing once your back injury is
100%,
a
yeah.
little
That was before.
not as injured.
Yeah.
Well, a long time ago.
Especially once I moved in, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a
Like, I don't
freak.
even want to look like super lean. I kind of want to just
Rather
look
not
like
talk about it.
big.
Yeah.
It's funny because like
I'm
my
fine
coworker
with-
weighs the same amount as me, and like
I'm a freak.
all of our female coworkers were like, "There's no way. It looks
It's
like
like
kind of
MTV,
big." And I was like, "Guys, Jesus."
Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually
Women
a
are
simple
so
curse.
fucking mean.
I'm like, you guys just destroyed this man's entire ego. To be fair, he looks like he has like a pot belly, like he's a pot belly pig.
Walked in on us in the stables.
Right.
Cause he's like, I really don't eat that much.
Drinking,
Anyway,
handing the estate to
he's like, I really don't eat that much, and I was like,
That's the long and short of it.
okay, but I was like, but you don't drink water, and I know what you do drink, which is these Mountain Dews, which are almost 300 calories a piece, and I see you drinking like 4 to 5 a day.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not
So you're
my
pretty
kind of
high on
game.
calories just off that, buddy.
I'm getting a call from my
Survival
dad. I'll be
instincts
back.
alone ought to make
All
you
right.
care.
I love you.
Silent through the woods. No griffin can
He
hear
didn't say it
me
back.
nor
He
spy
stabbed me.
'Twas here. One lay there by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to. Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Griffin's nest. What remains a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
Poor Griffin.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first. then started prowling the area. Don't know. Should talk to Vesemir.
Yes?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two Witchers? Go on.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their
Mean
eggs.
Nilfgaardians.
Thought they'd fix things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If ever...
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
My gran told me about the Smith boy.
Eddie
Dad was missing one day, so folk nagged a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. Well, he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it were. Except it was some drowner that had sapped on me. Witcher had naught to do with it.
What did the folk do?
Don't you look at me.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around.
Thank you, Vizzy.
Might come in handy.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. It's about to dive! Damn, it's fast! Don't let it get away!
Come on, Raj. I'm better. Simply better. Feel different. Feel different.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, yeah.
bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Man spends his
Killed a
whole
griffin
life learning.
on Death March.
Not
First try.
a witcher,
Level 3.
unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that later. Take the griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn. Wolf?
No, not the poor baby griffin. It's not a baby though.
Hey-ya!
Whoa! Master Witcher!
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine. Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying. Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Heard of the Vryhead Brigade? Your kind served there. Non-humans.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is this?
The boy get in trouble.
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Patriots drinking their 7th round for Tamaria, fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey, then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it, just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt!
Jeez.
Leave me be!
Gracious, man.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What'd the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
I'm gonna regret this.
I can see
Regret it big and hard. That was quick.
I know I'm really behind, but damn, one of them looks like he has the
right.
play.
It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
They got the London look.
They do.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone.
I just saved you
Don't ever
all.
come back.
Because I did behead some people.
Indeed.
So much for not getting involved.
You also set the place on fire.
Come on, let's go.
Listen, luckily Igni doesn't sprint.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Yo.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Jennifer.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt.
Then why'd you run away for years?
I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
I'm not covered in blood. It was a very efficient
I
fight.
wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you.
But I do think you
Also
owe
fine
us
with my
an
dad.
explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here.
My
Some
dad.
charming orchards nearby.
My dad.
In bloom even, so you almost can't smell
Get him,
the
Dad.
roses.
Tempting proposition. Sadly,
I miss when nondescript YouTube channel was good.
Me too.
Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
No? Now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow
Based
doubt the
Vesemir.
Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
What are you, some kind of coward?
I think it's no big thing. Because you have that shoe. Yeah.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh no. First time I played this game, I really thought the Wild Hunt were like just like evil monsters, like creatures. They're just elves. They're just elves with armor.
Exactly, the worst kind of monsters.
What's worse than a monster? An elf. I've been to that bridge.
Yennefer, how'd
We
they...
shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Guess what, boys? I've been playing for like almost 4 hours and still not done with the prologue.
Hell yeah. I love long and lengthy prologues that build on the story.
Yeah, me too. Genuinely, I do. This game's great. Wow. 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 Everyone get out. Get out.
It must suffice.
Why are you being so rude?
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair.
You're not cool because you call a chair a bergère.
Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
No one thinks you are either.
He thinks he is.
You shave my sideburns?
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short. While the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Rude.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest
Ew,
when
a
they feel blame.
ginger.
Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality. but one that must be seen.
This is actually a really cool game mechanic right here.
It's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt.
I swear, if you're talking about Gwyn.
Place of
No.
Parents.
So
Age.
there's actually like you can change like certain things about this game if you've done certain things in the second game. So you can import a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save importing.
But if you don't have an imported
that.
save, it'll just ask you these questions. Yeah. And then you can answer them, and that'll decide like certain quests that you're gonna experience in The Witcher 3. It's pretty cool.
I wish more games had save importing.
Yeah.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Ew, I get to play, what's it called? My Dress Up Darling? No, not that. That's the anime.
Feels more like I'm being
Dressed to Impress.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tail
Call me
coat,
Queso, bro. I'm
possibly a
playing
dinner
Dressed to
jacket.
Impress.
In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit. And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner, not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch.
That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a
Hands
street
flat,
corner.
Head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Please, this is neither the time nor the place for such antics. The gentleman will watch carefully. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Gotta be kidding.
Not at all. I am mortally serious. Does the gentleman know the penalty for breaches of etiquette in the Emperor's presence? 200 lashes. I do not wish that upon him, so I will not let him leave until I am confident that he knows how to behave.
I'm just gonna keep doing it wrong to upset him.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. Once more. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
I love the audience getting Nyx's TV audio. The audience of no one, but still.
Im Grimi et Art Kerzer. Deifen Aden. Bow.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat gern verwort? So many months at Foltest Court. Yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks.
I should go warm up some food because this next couple scenes are very cutscene heavy.
My daughter Cirilla, she's returned, and she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire. In fact, Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army?
Welcome back.
20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.